Boy, ever since telephones first started ringing, we wanted to know who's on the other end of the line, and we want to know it before we pick it up. But even with answering machines and caller ID, unwelcome callers still find ways to remain anonymous. In the past, you had no way of knowing who was on the other end of a restricted or private call. But in tonight's 10-15 Difference, 7 News reporter Jacqueline Allen shows us how a new, free service unmasks that blocked number.
DU student Matt Holmes
Hello?
had no way of knowing who was prank calling him from a restricted number.
I said, do not call me anymore. Remove me from your calling list.
But the caller, claiming to be from Google Money Tree, kept calling up to 15 times a day.
So if I wouldn't answer, he'd leave me a voicemail saying, thank you for your donation. Stressful things that made me kind of paranoid.
He tried calling police, but without a number.
I couldn't do a thing. I also called T-Mobile, and they couldn't do anything either. I was completely defenseless.
Until he discovered a new free service online, Trap Call, that unmasks blocked calls. He signed up and shows us how it works.
So you have the unknown number calling, you push ignore.
The caller on the other line doesn't know their call is being unblocked. They still hear the phone ringing, but in a few seconds...
And the number will come back unmasked. And then you can choose to answer it or ignore it.
It's a very simple concept.
The creator of Trap Call says the service simply forwards calls to a toll-free number.
So in essence, because it's your toll-free number, you have the right to know who's calling you.
So he says Trap Call can legally unmask the once anonymous number and name.
The benefits of this technology do not outweigh the consequences.
Domestic violence groups are concerned that Trap Call could put victims at risk, especially those who must contact their abusers in child custody situations.
But if my partner can then use this new technology to find out my phone number, potentially they can find out where I'm staying.
But Trap Call's creator says he made this service with victims in mind. Matt Holmes says instead of being defenseless with every anonymous call,
the pranksters called me saying, Google Money Tree, and I said, hey, I have your number, it's this, don't call me anymore, I'll report it to the police.
And they haven't called since.
Trap Call does offer some paid packages with more bells and whistles, such as voicemail transcription. Someone leaves you a message. Hi, call me. And Trap Call sends you a text of the message. We put it to the test, and it worked, but took up to an hour for some of the messages to come through. Trap Call's creator says they have some bugs to work out, but he says that with Trap Call, you will always know who's calling you. Jacqueline Allen, 7 News.
Thanks, Jacqueline. Now, Trap Call works with most cell phone carriers, and in the coming weeks, they're going to expand it to landlines. And while there is a basic free option, the free option means that the company will send you advertisements. If you don't want those, you will have to pay at least $2.95 a month for the Trap Call service. For more information, go to our website, thedenverchannel.com, and then click on the big red TV button.